Hey everybody, my name is Ryan McLaughlin and I'm an attorney with Cannabiz Law Group. Today's today's post comes from many client questions in Minnesota and around the question, and that is CBD beer. Is it legal or is it not? There's, as you know, CBD soap, CBD lotion, CBD coffee, CBD burgers. CBD is everywhere, absolutely everywhere you turn. And so the question is, what about beer? What about folks looking to get into the brewery scene and create their own craft and add a little CBD to either CBD, or what if you own a restaurant and you want to put it in some cocktails? So here's the scoop. We have good news and bad news, and the long story short of it, if you're just going to watch 30 seconds, is that you should stay tuned. Right now, it would be a dangerous time to get into the CBD business in terms of beer. There's a lot of uncertainty. So that said, if you have a high risk tolerance, go for it. I would suggest, if you are concerned, follow Cannabiz Law Group for the most up-to-date information. If you're a brewer, startup entrepreneur, we are focused exclusively on serving legal cannabis businesses, and that means hemp-derived CBD, including beer products. So here's the analysis. Is CBD beer legal in the United States? Yes or no? Well, let's start with the two thumbs up. We'll do two thumbs up and two thumbs down. First, two thumbs up. CBD beer is available in the United States. As a matter of fact, it's been available since 2016, with the very first CBD beer launched by Coalition Brewing in Oregon. They released two flowers. They did it legitimately. They petitioned the TTB, which is the federal agency required for licensing beer, the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, otherwise known as TTB. They used a secret recipe of CBD. Some people suspect that it's isolate, but nobody really knows. And then other breweries have jumped on board. We can just name drop two since that time. Dads and Dudes Brewery and the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company all have CBD beers. So CBD beers is not new, right? We have CBD cocktails all over the place. So you would like to think that, yes, even though the federal regulations say that there cannot be ingestibles, that is, food or drink, with CBD until the FDA gets on board. That said, there are still breweries and restaurants who are operating with CBD. So it appears as if there are no consequences. However, January, February of this year, in both LA and New York City and other places, there's been a wave of crackdowns from the Department of Health in these cities. So in February, in New York City, this became the first major city to start cracking down. 5 restaurants were visited by the Department of Health, and the Department of Health issued CBD embargoes, meaning they said stop all CBD products, stop all cocktails, and if you continue, and if we come back in July, so 6 months later, there will be $650 fines. So that's New York City. The same thing happened in LA in January, saying that they said the Department of Health came to restaurants who were serving CBD and they said, we're going to start taking points off your inspections if CBD continues to show up. So this is not good news, and this is recent. So just a quick note about these breweries. They were just serving at the brewery in the tap room. You could buy 6-packs, but they weren't distributing across state lines. So right now we're at a point where the TTB, the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, has said, listen, we're going to do whatever the FDA says. The FDA says they're not going to enforce this. It's not at the top of their list. And they said they have a hearing coming up on May 31st. So if you're interested in staying on top of this, again, follow Cannabiz Law Group. We will spoon feed you all the information as it comes out. But the bottom line is that change is coming. The tide of public opinion and business support is in favor of CBD beer. It's in favor of many CBD products. Blue Moon has already launched a THC quote beer. It's not alcoholic, but it does have THC in it. Obviously, that's only in states like Colorado where THC is legal. Heineken-owned Lagunitas and Wiz Khalifa have both said they're interested in producing a cannabis-based beer product. So this is where the market's tipping. CBD is supposed to be a $25 billion industry by 2025, just massive, and that's probably an underestimate of the market share. So if you are interested in this, if you're interested in staying on top of CBD, whether it's in beer or hamburgers or chocolate or topicals or bath bombs or lotion or tea, follow Cannabiz Law Group. We are the only law firm in the state of Minnesota and one of the few in the country which focuses our law practice entirely on legal cannabis. So we'd love to connect with you. We'd love to hear what you're up to. And today's video was just to point out the complexities in the beer scene. In the cocktail scene, it's even more complex. So if this is interesting, exciting to you, find us on Facebook, give us a like. We'd love to connect. Thanks a lot. My name is Ryan McLaughlin, and I am an attorney with Cannabiz Law Group.